Hey, what is going on, y'all? Today I'm in the shop and I am bringing you a product that was provided to me from a company called Muslogy, or at least I believe that's how you pronounce it, M-U-S-L-O-G-Y. And you can get with them on Amazon. They provided me these products and I only accepted them because I was interested in them and I think they would benefit me. And I'm going to talk to you about how they can benefit you if you're in the organization in your vehicle. Let's go. Alright, so as I mentioned in the open, these products were provided to me from Muslogy, and I'll link them down in Amazon, and I'll also tell you how you can get 10% off with my discount code. But anyway, these products were provided to me by Muslogy to review, one for me to have, and then one for me to give away. And so this giveaway is going to start right away. And I'm also going to install this shelf into my truck to show you the reason why I accepted it from Muslogy. And I'm giving my unfiltered personal review of this particular product. And so I'm really big in the organization. And so part of what this shelf right here does is it sits in that empty space between the bottom of your storage and your console of your Sierra and your Chevy Silverado. And then it sits between the bottom and then that top shelf so you can store more items in it. And so what this is that center shelf, like I just showed you. And then also you have these rubber mats that go into the top shelf right here. And then you also have the rubber mats that go into the center shelf right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open those up. And again, like I said, stay tuned to the end. I'm gonna have a contest to win your very own. You can't beat it with a stick. All you gotta do is follow the instructions down at the end. A part of that asks you to like and subscribe, because that's always important on YouTube, isn't it? But let's go ahead and get this open and installed onto the shelf. And I do like that it has a little bit of a kind of a sticky tactile side, and I would imagine that cleans up halfway decent too when you go to wash it just with water. But you go ahead and inlay that in there, and that keeps your items from moving around. Now this looks like a business card holder, or at least that's what I'm gonna use it for my Geo Rides business cards. Flash up on the screen real quick. But let's go ahead and press on with the rest of it. All right, and then you have your center pad. So then that's how that lays in here on this second shelf. And we'll go out to the truck here in a little bit to check the fit. But anyway, that's how that product comes out right there initially. And I've got these pads that I can put in the top, and I'll put them out there later. And then also I have a cargo net for the back of my truck. And so I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna see if it will meet my purposes in terms of maybe potentially storing my golf clubs in here, or maybe groceries when I go to the grocery store. Instead of them sliding around, say in the vehicle, I could just put these back here in the back and go from there. We'll see. But anyway, like I said, stay tuned throughout the entire video. Give me that watch time, and also figure out how these can be given away for you for free. No cost to you whatsoever, just a little bit of crowd participation, if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and take this out to the truck and we'll pick it back up out there. All right, so now we're done in the shop and we're in my 2024 Chevy Silverado High Country. And so if you want to see a video about this High Country and get some information on it, looking at the 2024s and the 2025s, because there was very little changes between the two model years, check out this video right here, and I'll put a link in the description for you to check out that video on the Silverado. But let's go ahead and get to what we're here for. As I mentioned, the shelf is gonna make up for a lot of dead space in this particular console. And so you can see right here, I have a few items, not very many, simply because of the lack of the use of the space, the poor use of the space, I would say. And so right now I've got my essentials, I got my lotion, so I'm not running around ashy. I got my hand sanitizer, trying to stay healthy. And then also I've got a battery brick over here, or a charging brick over here, to be able to use in my 12-volt socket right here. And then also going underneath, this is where you run into the dead space. And so right here, you can see there's just a void from the bottom of the shelf, from the bottom of the console to the top of the shelf on top. There's just a void there, and that's just wasted space. So what I'm gonna do with this product furnished by Muslogy, and I was very interested in it because I could see the need, and also it's affordable as well. So you've got that going for you as well. But this product is practical, and then we're going to go ahead and see in a little bit how it's actually going to add to my storage, and I can get some of the things out of the view of people and put it actually in here versus in the view of people. So my sunglasses, which I don't use very often, I probably should use more often than I do. My pens, like I said, my Geo Rides card, and then also my my other grooming materials and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is I'll be able to take all of this stuff out from the public view and put it here in my storage and have plenty of space left over because of the extra shelf. Before we get to adding the shelf to the vehicle, I'm gonna hop out and use the cargo net that they supplied me and see how that fits the vehicle. And then we're gonna come back into the truck and then we're gonna fit the shelf and close this video out. I do want to remind you about the contest that I have going on to win one of these Muslogy shelves. And so I want you to stick till the end and get the key word for you to be entered into the drawing to win one of these free shelves for your vehicle. But let's go ahead and hop out and look at the net, and then we'll come back in and talk about the shelf. So one of the things that I was also shipped with this cargo net, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and let you check it out and see where we go from there. All right, so this net can serve several purposes, and it kind of goes against what I was originally thinking, to be honest with you. So originally I was thinking strictly store things in it. Well, not necessarily, because it's got the 3 hooks right here on the side. And like I said, you can sit your groceries back here. I can sit my golf clubs back here and not have to worry about it sliding around. Now, because I have this Bach floor mat, that would prevent things from sliding around naturally anyway. But maybe for somebody who doesn't, who wants to keep stuff stored up tight right here against the tailgate, that would be ideal for them. So hop on over to Muslogy's website and check it out on Amazon. And now we're gonna hop back in the inside to conclude the video portion covering the shelf for the console and also the contest word of the day. All right, so now that we're done with the cargo net back in the back, and that was a pleasant surprise in terms of how it's used, let's go ahead and check out this shelf, which is the highlight of the show for me, at least anyway. And again, like I said, it's affordable, it's functional, it's durable, the whole 9 yards. And I think it adds a little bit of flair, a little bit of functionality to this console right here. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the shelf. Let's see here, go ahead and grab that from back here. And like I said, it's well made, well constructed. It's got the rubber mats down here. And so go ahead and take and match this up to the back. And it slides right in, like almost like it's factory. Look at that, you can't even tell. And so what that does, like I said, it gives you additional space to store items and not have everything all stuck down in the bottom, which is really not practical. And then there's also a hole for the light. They thought of that too. A hole for the light for you to be able to see into your console. And I'm gonna go ahead and move some stuff down that I really intended to move down anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and move down my sunglasses, my grooming supplies. And I may rearrange this later once I figure out what works for me and what doesn't. But the point is I have the ability to do it. And then also, go ahead and place my card right here in the card slot. So again, not only your business cards, but also your membership cards. So for instance, like AutoZone, stuff like that. That way you can keep up with them. I wouldn't recommend putting credit cards in there, of course, but that is the functionality of this piece. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and add the OEM console back in, see how that works out. And so there's a decent gap. I'm gonna try to get in there. There's a decent gap between the OEM and the aftermarket from Muslogy to allow you to store things in there. Again, this is phenomenal. I cannot overstate how simple this is, but how functional it is for me to be able to have more space in my console. And so I have a discount code that I want you to use, and I'll place it down in the description. I'll also flash it on the screen. I have a discount code and a link as well for you to purchase this shelf. Again, this is the holiday season. This is the time to purchase people things that you wouldn't ordinarily purchase them, and something that would catch them off guard and they'll be like, oh, I didn't anticipate this. So that is almost the end. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and install the mats in the OEM section right here, and then we'll wrap this video up. You can see these mats right here, and make sure you stay by for the keyword. I'm gonna give you the keyword here in just a minute. And these mats will help keep things from sliding around on you, which is awesome. You don't hear that clanging and banging as you're riding around. Specifically this power brick right here. It was doing that before when I took a trip, and it was driving me crazy. But now I don't have to worry about it sliding around. There we go. So I'll take and move the power brick to this side, put my hand sanitizer back here, and then put my lotion back here. But this isn't going to be the permanent home since I figured out how to use this shelf and everything else. The key word that you need to enter down in the comments, and also subscribe. So the deal is you have to subscribe and enter this keyword down in the comments. And I'm going to be making one other video that is going to have a keyword, and then I'm also going to have a keyword in 2 or 3 different shorts between now and December 27th. The contest ends December 27th and will be shipped out during that week shortly thereafter. So you have a chance to get your entries in, to subscribe, and all those things. I really want to encourage some crowd participation, if you will, and obviously I want to get more interaction on my channel and continue to grow. The keyword below is, I want to thank Muslogy for sending me this product and trusting me to give a review on it. Also, the cargo net back in the back, consider that for your purposes as well. But this video was fun to make. I really want to thank you for watching until the end. I want you to like, share, and subscribe. And remember to always ride as if your life depends on it. Peace.